Death survival game series can be quite enjoyable, whether it's the mega popular game series Danganronpa or the Netflix hit Squid Game. But recently this year, a new one entered the fray, in Tomodachi Game, and it just so happened to have one of my favorite protagonists of the year. Without further ado, I am Tiago with Attack on Tiago, and for today's video, I will be analyzing the character Yuuichi Katagiri and his chaotic good nature. Before jumping into the character analysis, mild spoiler warning for the series Tomodachi Game, both the anime and part of the manga. So if you do not want to be spoiled, then catch up on the series. This is your last warning. Now, a quick premise of Tomodachi Game for anyone who isn't familiar. The funds for an upcoming class trip have been stolen. Soon after 5 friends are knocked unconscious by unknown assailants. They then wake up in a white room with a Manabu figure, who reveals to them that one of them has gathered them all together to clear their debt of 20 million yen. In order to pay off that amount, the 5 friends must partake in psychological games that will really test the mantle of their friendship. And the main character of this series, who is also one of the 5 friends, is named Yuuichi Katagiri, who, like I stated earlier, just so happens to be one of my favorite protagonists of the year. Now, Yuichi is one of those big brain type protagonists, and bears many of the same qualities of characters like Lelouch from Code Geass and Kyutaka Yanakoji from Classroom of the Elite. All 3 know how to command their presence and outplay anyone in the room. But one quality in particular makes Yuichi much different, and that is his chaotic, sadistic side, or in other words, his evil side, as put by many of the characters. As the series goes on, we see and learn more and more about this Yuuichi Katagiri, and the more we learn, the more twisted Yuichi seems to get. And this was most likely due to his rough upbringing. He had a con man for a father, who also taught Yuichi his sinister ways, and a mother who sold her body off. Not the best household to be living in for a character deemed heroic, but one that is sinister definitely fits that bill.
What? I don't understand. They didn't give me a question. I have to think of one myself? If it's yes, we'll advance to the next game. If it goes to no, it'll mean that we lose. But my debt will be cut in half at least.
Yuichi's called a human monstrosity, or even evil on multiple occasions, from using his classmates as his very own manipulative tools, or even lying to their faces. Nothing's out of the realm of possibility for Yuuichi Katagiri. And yet, he still loves his friends. Yes, you heard that right. Which is why Yuichi's a character deemed chaotic good. But how can someone who manipulates and is sinister to those be on the good side? And that again has to do with his upbringing. He never made friends, but really only relied on his father for any type of interaction. But after making friends in school, he learned to really value them. As such, even though he does manipulate them and perform sinister deeds to others, in his mind, it's all in the goal of him and his friends moving forward together in the game. Now, as I said earlier, Yuichi is a master manipulator, which would automatically link us to thinking he's also a genius. But herein lies another quality that differentiates him from the likes of Lelouch and Kyutaka. He's actually not as smart as you'd think. In terms of pure intelligence, even Shibe, someone deemed a dumber character in the series, scored higher than him on tests. And Yuichi even stated that another character named Kei in the series is smarter than him. Yet Yuichi is still considered big brain. Well, there's different ways of measuring your intellect. And with Yuichi, he's a master at reading people. He does this better than any character I have seen. In one game, he did nothing but assess and monitor people for 2 days just to figure out the best scheme to play each of them into his trap. And of course, it worked out, and how he did it was absolutely ruthless. Again, he does this all to keep him and his friends moving forward and go after the administrators of the game.
Your excuses later. But for now, I want you to spit it out. It was only a matter of time before I discovered you. Let me hear your answer then. Don't be shy.
Where is this coming from? It's like he's become a completely different person!
Did you or did you not enter our group into the Tomodachi Game?
You're scaring the hell out of me!
It's these type of characters that fascinate and entertain me the most, where their motives and actions may seem ambiguous or lean a certain way, but all with an underlying motive, and Yuuichi certainly falls under that. He has made Tomodachi Game a joy to watch, but especially to read, especially with few of the games that the anime is yet to cover. He may be a master manipulator, who's also cunning and planning his next scheme, but he's doing all of this for the matter of his friends. A true, chaotic good person. Well everyone, that is it for the video. If you have seen or read Tomodachi Game, please let me know your thoughts on Yuuichi in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot. Also, be sure to check out the Attack on Tiago community Discord server. The link is down below. I am Tiago with Attack on Tiago, and I hope you all have a nice day.